that's such a lame way to sell it. You're like, yeah, man, that hero's average.
Playable.
He's mediocre.
pickable.
Like you gotta pick him to something. He's
Alright, I think Winter's got you in his pocket here on this one. So the FNATIC account number one.
I'm FNATIC because ET is not a hero.
Yeah, one of the 8 heroes unpicked at last major. I think it's an awful hero. If anyone can make it work, it's Ice. It is the hero I would probably put with his picture and the dictionary, but
these three just get on the couch together.
FNATIC takes it.
Okay, so Elder Titan versus FNATIC here. A huge game for FNATIC. If they take this, they're in upper bracket finals, and that can get them out of the groups today, nice and early in first place. But let's see if VICI Gaming can come back. We'll go head over to the commentators. Enjoy game number 2.
Welcome back, everybody. Game number 2, FNATIC versus VICI Gaming. We have a lot to talk about as once again, we're going to be jumping in this game a bit late. We've got early TPs coming out from both FNATIC as well as VICI Gaming. But this is a very different draft this time around. Essentially, FNATIC are running the same strategy you yourself pointed out during last game, Blitz, that the Puck would have been perhaps a better pickup than the Nyx Assassin. It's kind of a tempo controlling mid. And then this time around, they're going to place the Silencer with the Necrophos, but they are very similar heroes. So essentially, it's kind of the same strategy being run by FNATIC. What did VICI Gaming do differently in this draft to kind of counter what FNATIC are running?
The battle begins.
For VICI, they pick up the Winter Wyvern, and usually you pick up the Phoenix to try to deal with the lone. But I think they realized that they needed something that could a little bit earlier, or just have more presence, independent of just having the egg. Because even with that, it was a little bit rough. And Burning is now playing the Morphling instead of the Sven. The thing that he realized in the last game is that the Sven buildup was a little bit faster than the Morph, but the lack of mobility on the hero hurts it. He's getting kited in pretty much every fight. He had a Satanic 3k HP. He may have had an Assault, and he still was going down really quickly.
Right.
Time when it comes to survivability, it doesn't matter how much HP and stuff you have, because good team will just play, you know, bring around the rosy with you, but it matters that you have some sort of mobility stuff. You pick up a hero like Morphling, and obviously we played Earth Spirit Hot Potato yesterday, so everybody has an idea of what that hero is able to do. Then you've got ET for more counter push, and the natural order works out really well with all of these heroes.
I feel like in a way that VICI Gaming both drafted themselves better early game and better late game. Right, where instead of last game where they had to, like, it all came down to the high ground event, really, that was so good for VICI Gaming and FNATIC. We're going to have a hard time tracking that. When we were talking about, like, the tempo that FNATIC was building up, that was going to be the biggest, stickiest point. But this time around, VICI Gaming have these heroes like Earth Spirit, Winter Wyvern, that can actually stop some of these Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower pushes. Even Elder Titan, as Ben was pointing out, is quite strong against those kind of pushes, even if he's not seen as a very favorable hero in this meta.
And right now, the Elder Titan's actually getting a lot in the offlane. He's got 7 CS already, the early level 2, keeping on point right now with Mushi. Whereas the Bat Rider in the last game, his impact, I think I was talking to somebody downstairs, is like, the Bat Rider has to do something. He should have just gone and jungled, but at the same time you have to make sure that your Sen gets Ancient stacks, and just maybe if iceiceice plays that again in his head, he thinks to himself, okay, maybe I should have focused a little bit more on me.
Oh, that's going to be a nasty rune pickup. Fenrir is not quite level 2, so we haven't reached that that critical point where Earth Spirit becomes a really dominant mid-ganking hero, but the Arcane Rune is going to be a nice addition. His dual lane with the Elder Titan does seem to be quite strong. Elder Titan is one of the stronger lane dominators when it comes to off-lane position. If you can actually get yourself into a more offensive outlook again, offensive trial.
Mid right now, mid one is piling all over super.
Yeah, he's playing got super aggressive.
4 consecutive 9s in a row right now. This is going to allow him to tempo control so much in mid. And at this point of the game, you want to make sure that you're getting all of these denies, because you're going to get the overall wave into your favor, and you can play the high ground game. And most importantly, you're going to hit the 6 faster. For a hero like Invoker, it doesn't matter as much. Puck to hit 6. Single time, means a lot.
Roll on in. They do manage to get the stomp onto net, but with Fenrir already using both of his abilities, they can't really follow that up. They really got to be careful with that Shadow Shaman, but Ohio should have been even more careful, as he's going to be the one giving away that first blood in the bottom lane.
God, Webboss caught that. It'll be fine. Lane at the end of the day. Arctic Burn does really well against the bear. does the percentage, right?
Yeah. And Morphling is just a dangerous carry in general to go up against. He may not provide his own disable, but he has the kind of pseudo nuke in his form as well as just heavy amounts of right-click damage.
There's a difference here too. Western versus the Eastern scenes. There aren't a lot of them, but in the Morphling bottle, you'll often see for the Eastern teams, like I know E a lot, whereas you look at a lot of the Chinese players, they'll just skip it entirely. They just build for this in straight up.
Yeah, go for the more gold efficient, fast perseverance that will still give you some form of free jump.
Works so well with bottle though. And especially since they don't have any heroes that are going to grab one. I feel like one of them should. Not making efficiency of the...
You almost have phase boots for complete for the mid invoker. That's when the Quaswex invoker becomes a lot more dangerous. But mid one can set up a potential rotation from the support that they want to try and gank super as soon as he gets to level 6. You can already see Critzy as well as Net are kind of set up for that one. They're going to be running into Fenrir, who has decided to rotate mid as well. He's kind of getting surrounded, but he knows he's got the invoker having his back in front of him. He's going to be able to stir up things quite heavily. They're going to be able to get an early kill on Net, and if they get the stomp now, Critzy is actually challenging with the creep, so Fenrir is not able to actually do force back. VICI Gaming start out this game a lot better than game number 1 and really 2-0 to their favor.
Game number 1, at a certain point, FNATIC just started rolling. So hard to keep up with them. Had to concede so many towers. And the fact that they were almost able to bring that game back one fight away from just flat out winning, pretty surprising. But this time around, like we've talked about, they've adjusted their draft playing.
Yeah, they want to stop that momentum in its tracks. They don't want to let FNATIC get to the point where they've taken all the tier 1s and tier 2s before they have the opportunity to contest. They want to be able to stop tier 1 tower pushes if possible.
Hey, what was their other support? It was Phoenix plus Tusk.
Yeah.
Neither of those heroes are really wave clear.
Yeah, you have Sunray, which draws aggro off of the tower, but with a Chen, it doesn't matter if you draw the creep wave off.
Time around there, you've got like, the Earth Spirit, you've got the Wind Wyvern, Splinter Blast, you've got a lot of ways to deal with just like flat out push to delay.
Oh, nice dodge there from mid one. He's going to be able to get away from that Tornado EMP and the follow-up kick that was there from Fenrir. That is a very deadly combo. Quick reactions from him does allow him to be able to survive. That Splinter Blast is already probably one of the best D-pushing abilities in the game. Really long range, high amount of damage. And at 340 nuke damage, once he gets to level 7, is going to be made all the more powerful to include iceiceice, who is currently in some serious trouble. He does manage to get a pretty decent stop. He starts right-clicking out Critzy. That's too still. They can actually control him up. They will be able to get it. Mushi executes the Elder Titan in return, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade-off. Very favorable for VICI Gaming. Only poor iceiceice didn't have to wait a full minute to revive. That's the life you live against the Necrophos.
1/6 of the game, you just been dead. Good times.
Yeah. Necrophos is an absurd hero.
It's not
Not
that
overpowered,
great.
it's just different.
It's just annoying. It just like doubles your respawn time. It's 6 minutes into the game. You're spent like a minute dead.
You die to Necrophos, just like, well, go to the bathroom.
Somebody could die right now, and he would still revive faster than iceiceice.
And that is going to be, we didn't get into it too much, but the difference between Silencer and Necrophos, you said during the draft they're similar in style in that they both draw a lot of attention, but Necrophos is tankier and does offer very specific win scenarios, right, because of the way that the ag, and even just the extra 30 works very precise.
Incredibly annoying. When you buy back and you still have to deal with the extra 30 seconds anyway. But DJ's gonna get caught here in the jungle. Last time his rotation was pretty successful, but this time around, everybody from DG is ready for this one. Do they have the damage to kill him? One more hit, he gets rooted.
Oh no, the quote comes out, and DJ got Splinter Blast. Nice play from FY. He finds it towards the tail end, and he will be dying here. That's where the stop comes in. Oh my god, that's beautiful. With the wand going out, FY is actually going to be able to turn this around. He actually gets the Splinter Blast out. Still caught by the troll. Maybe he shouldn't have turned for that one. Gets himself in the trees, run down eventually. Ohio will pick up the double kill, but now Super is here, and they can actually kill Ohio. The stop goes out, through the tornado, hit mid one. Now they can focus on killing Ohio. while Fenrir is able to trap up Nippon, who's got no more mana left after that EMP, and his phase shift is not going to be enough to be able to save him against Super, and lets the wand. He gets into the trees, but he doesn't have a TP out. He's going to be stuck here for so long. Fenrir eventually is going to roll on in, hits him, collides for the kill. Back up to top lane though, Burning is sitting invis right now. They do have a TP rotation out from FY. Mushi does back out at the right time though.
And that was so well done by everybody on VICI. Last time, because of the type of heroes that they had to concede a lot of control. The Chen and the jungle. But this time around, and what they realize is, okay, the Radiant safe lane isn't that safe. But now you bring everybody that you possibly can, kill the Chen as soon as you can before he grabs momentum, and just stop them in their tracks before they get any sort of momentum going. That was a pretty decent fight too. The Lone Druid hit 4 roots in a row, just like knocking people in place, but it didn't seem to really matter just because everybody from VICI came. And you saw how effective that Splinter Blast was, the early levels of it. So he got 3 levels of it. He even has his ultimate now just 9 minutes into the game. Compare that and contrast the other 2 supports. That's a level 5 Chen. A lot of time farming for a Shadow Shaman who's almost exclusively been pulling.
And that's something that the power of their aggro dual lane really offers you, right? Is because you're able to, first of all, run a dual lane at bottom, but you're also drawing a lot of attention up to the top lane. This gives the Winter Wyvern more opportunities to actually split experience in the war plane or keep people up top. Yeah, they want to be able to stop these tier 1 tower pushes. As we talked about, the Winter's Curse is going to be laid out. Chrissy's going to get blown up, it looks like, as they wait for him in. Burning is dropped low, though. He managed to morph into strength real quickly, though, and he's going to be back up to plenty of HP. Mushi runs himself out, and they do manage to keep that tier 1 tower alive. Not quite in deny range, as that would have been the heal opportunity for still a very good hold nonetheless.
And pretty intense right now from VICI. You notice, this almost reminds me of TI4 newbie or even MVP yesterday where, okay, so they take fight at bottom, but instead of farming, they immediately just poke their way up top.
Yeah.
Because they know that that's going to be the next target. That's high level play for them to think like that.
Yeah, we were talking about how, just recently, how with the meta kind of speeding up, we look past past to TI4 and the kind of changes that teams made mid-tournament, right, to adjust to a certain kind of playstyle. And one of the big things right now is this tournament is already setting up to be incredibly fast tempo, and the team that basically plays the fastest oftentimes is going to be dominating their group. We saw that from MVP, and we did see that from FNATIC in game number 1. VICI Gaming are responding really well to this aggression, though. Set up the right kind of heroes to be able to provide early stoppers in this momentum that FNATIC should be gaining out of taking towers, and they're also rotating pretty freely, making sure not to stick in one lane and farm too much.
No, it's been really good overall. And this time around, you see the switch. Invoker is going to go for the true spotless build, as I like to call it. And that's why getting really low, though. He's got to kind of worry about this.
He knows he's just above. In fact, Mushi won't have enough damage on FY to be able to execute him. He's got to dodge this boulder. He'll be fine, though. True Quad to X building. Orchid build where you can just go around and run around picking off people.
Turn Orchid. Pretty fast. Because he's been involved in so many kills. His net worth is still behind that of the Necro. But good news to them is that their Morphling is doing really well. This time around, this is not a luxury that they had, but at bottom Ohio.
Another hero that is very susceptible to Winter's Curse, and you see it. FY almost able to finish off Ohio by himself. Of course, Super will have to take the last hit instead. And DJ, Chrissy is still going to die as well. So VICI Gaming, another excellent rotation by them. Both the 10 and the Lone Druid have shown themselves to be pretty well countered by the Winter Wyvern. Both the Flinch of that we talked time and time again, but the Winter's Curse, being able to catch the Chen next to his creeps or the Lone Druid next to his bear.
Game is looking really brutal right now. FNATIC. All of these counter rotations to stop wherever the Chen is. You notice that Fenrir is mirroring him. Anytime he sees DJ, he shows up on the map and he's gonna get balanced, but I don't think they have enough to kill him.
Yeah, unfortunately there's just 10 mana shy for Fenrir to actually get a kick in. If they did have that, maybe they could have comboed it up with the EMP and killed the puck. As it is, they just get some chip damage on that tier 1 tower. iceiceice is going to have a great game as well. He's already got himself a Hand of Midas, just needs 1 or 2 more of these hits. And that'll be a great progression. As an offlaner, Elder Titan, I think, is one of the heroes that benefits a lot from some of those mid-game utility items.
Middle tower is under attack.
They're doing a really good job of finding space as a whole. Not even about rotating as 5, it's more just that they're showing 3 on one end, two on the other, and they're keeping Fnatic constantly on balance. Fnatic's wondering, okay, is this guy truly alone? Are they just going to have a bunch of people as soon as we make this rotation? And that's what you want to do as a competitive team. You want the other team to second guess themselves. You're seeing Fnatic do that right now. DJ's just playing from lane to lane, but he's projecting a lot. He's like, okay, the top lane pushed into work. Well, I guess this time I'll go bottom because it worked last game. We're not really seeing that this time around, and that doesn't get refreshed.
Yeah, if he'd actually managed to keep up that ultimate on Shadow Shaman, he probably would have ticked out. He gets away. More wards.
Bad news right now for Fnatic is we've got such a similar lineup. The Puck, I think, is an improvement overall. The Necro take depends on what they can do with the game, but they still have to be the aggressor. You still want a tempo set when you've got a hero like Chen, Puck. You want to take these fights. They're going to go for this smoke gank right now. The Roshan with the wards drop, I feel like you want to take a real objective here, because Roshan doesn't aim break anything for them. Safe objective for them.
This replicate from the Warfling could have potentially caused them some issues, but it does pick out at the right time, and Fnatic are able to jump inside the pit. VICI Gaming are none the wiser. They'll be able to take it with the Serpent Wards.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Really safe, but I guess you give it to your Necro. Or your
They have so much vision around it.
because they knew it was going to happen. They knew that it was bound to, but unfortunately for VICI, they're just not set up for it. They must be wondering, like, what's going on.
Yeah, they realize it now. They're going to start rotating, but it's going to be too late. Fenrir might get a kickoff, but Fnatic should be able to get that. The Aegis is still in there. Fenrir's going to jump in, try and force it. GG is going to be forced to actually pick up the Aegis himself, and Fenrir now really far forward. He's going to be taken out. Tries to throw the silence, but Midwan gets counter initiation on a full super and FY. With some courtesy laid out, controlling Ohio for the time being. They're going to send him back. Midwan, though, is not having a good time dealing with this Elder Titan. Almost managed to burst him down entirely with the nukes and the Urn. The Switch of Blast comes in, phase shift. Going to be able to dodge that in the last second. And Burning not going to be able to find an opportunity for a kill. And Fnatic actually now trying to go back in, but the waveform comes in. They're going to go pick up the Shadow Shaman. Midwan's still quite low, but he's going to play it aggressively straight into Super. Doesn't work out though, and Super now having to stay one step ahead of Ohio before the brace comes into play, and Fnatic definitely not a fight they should have turned around on. They could have accepted the fact that he just got an Elder Titan and killed Roshan, but turning to fight that with such low HP on so many heroes and costing them 4.
That was so sloppily done too. They knew that the Roshan was about to die and the Puck was nearby, but
Dire's
we
middle
talked about
tower
it was
is
going to be
under attack.
Mushi that they wanted to give it to, so he could be the frontliner for them.
Are
They
fortified.
left it on the ground for so long, and it's just like, alright guys, I'm just going to go for this. And that's the best possible scenario. You force a 10 to pick up the Aegis. What is that hero going to do for you?
Absolutely nothing.
So even with the Aegis, Fnatic were just out-positioned and they were out-kited in a fight. Elder Titan is already level 11.
Dire's
There's almost no
middle
way that
tower
they can
is under attack.
outrun into him. And the Morphling, burning is a Lincoln's treads, Aquila, you're
courier
never going to win
has
that
been
fight.
killed.
And
Dire's
if we
middle tower has
actually
fallen.
ever get to see an Ethereal Blade for burning this natural order, it's going to allow that nuking combo to be so much more powerful. Great combo there from VICI Gaming, and that kill on the Puck will be able to complete and work it now for the Invoker.
That was so crucial for Fnatic to just get that Aegis and get out. What would have happened after that, Cap, is you go to 5 men. Frontline Mushi force VICI to eventually take the fight, or at least fight on your own terms, but with that being gone, VICI is feeling a lot more comfortable. They know in a straight 5-on-5 engagement, they've built up enough of a gold lead, and probably take the fight comfortably. And because Burning is so farmed and he has so much mobility, he's not worried at all. And that's the biggest thing that this Morphling has over the fence.
Dire's top tower
Ability
is under
aspect.
attack.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry so much about the lone druid. The disables of the Shadow Shaman are still going to be a little bit annoying for him, but he's still at least got the Lincoln to help with that. VICI Gaming, they seem to have kind of countered Fnatic at every single turn. They stopped those early tier 1 power pushes, and as you said, the fight at Roshan, that was going to be Fnatic's next opportunity to be able to take control of this game, but because Aegis, they now have to wait for some other kind of option. Pick off, maybe some smoke rotation, maybe even wait so long as the next Roshan. Fnatic are going for a 3-man smoke and entry into the Radiant jungle, but it's just Burning there. He kind of knows. He's going to sit way back behind this tier 1 tower. He knows that his allies are playing aggressively right now in top lane, and they don't see anybody, nor is anybody mid. Feels pretty obvious that jungle is being invaded.
It's like we always talk about the information matters just as much. If they don't find anybody, then they know information. Fenrir is going to get caught out and 100% go down.
Yeah, Fenrir is going to be the one who tanks the game. And there is going to be a turnaround though. They already got the Orchid on the mid one. The Tornado is going to set up into that Elf Titan ultimate, but it doesn't even matter. The Orchid kills him first. They can get a little bit more though. Super does not have Tornado for another 15 seconds, but he can get something else. He's going to invoke Cold Snap, see if he can get in range of net.
Is under attack.
It looks like it's, I mean, he's going to be diving in really deep if he wants this kill on net. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Not even close, but no. So the fact that they were able to get a puck that was forced to smoke with the rest of the team, top of, you know, you only lose your airspare for that. Yeah, he's longer than the puck. But, oh, really good trade.
Yeah. Kind of like this Elder Titan use of the Ether Lens, being able to pick up an early Arcane Boots and naturally transition that into that item. It's going to be a super long range Earth Splitter now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fourth already goes up here. You're going to have to deal with them.
Yeah, and they're going to have maxed out natural order in a second soon. Flame super, well, nice Winter's Curse, that's a beauty. They're going to be able to stop. Ooh, good follow-up, Sunbender falls right on in. Going to be able to create a great ultimate. The Silent Thunder 2 is almost finishing off Lucci in Ohio by himself, but they need a little bit more damage. And Fenrir's now caught between the Bear and the Serpent Wars. FY is going to be hit by the Dream Clone, so no way out there either. Despite the excellent combination between the two supports, they just didn't have the follow-up damage to really execute towards the Fnatic. And now Super May even dies. He's being run down by 10. But DJ completely out of mana. This does offer more opportunities for Burning to push out the bottom lane, but good win there from Fnatic. Mushi just being a bit too tanky and able to stay alive and get those heals off.
Could have almost been a disaster for Fnatic, but they turn around, they do get the 2 kills. Order not, probably okay for you in the long run. Burning, though, down the tier 2 during that, he's just racking up solo experience. Always has to play in the back line. You have to play the pace of this game faster if you're Fnatic now. You don't really have the best way to deal with this morph. Grab something like a 22-minute F-Blade plus the Lincoln. You're just gonna blow up one of your heroes immediately, then you take the 5-4v5 against... You have so much farm on Power Report.
One? Jesus. Trying to chase him down.
Time for... You have 1400 gold. The Henemitis.
Off on iceiceice. They string that trap. Pretty good play by Fnatic, but it's not going to be a major kill, that's for sure. Still Burning, that's going to be the biggest threat, and he's rapidly on his way to the...
I would like to see the input.
For more right-click damage.
Full build too. I know he's going to go to Midas, like that, but... You could kill Mushi then. I don't know if you could kill Mushi with just the Orchid plus. At some point he doesn't have to rely on this.
You know who can kill Mushi? I think once he has that Ethereal Blade on Morphling, he can actually challenge Nectar. Who's supposed to be like, just the way you build them and the way you try and play him is that you're supposed to be trying to tank up so you can survive through these nukes, but I'm really feeling this natural order combination with Morphling is just...
See though how the next fight goes.
Yeah. They're also going to get Veil on Fenrir.
At some point, yeah. He's already picked up the Meltoff and there's almost no other reason.
Yeah.
You're not going to go something that... All at top right now, Burning is telling everybody, guys, wait.
It's like, iceiceice, you going to complete a full fight this cloak, or is it just value?
Focus. Summer Cape isn't bad. Type is pretty good
attack.
against the Necro. Helps everybody think up quite a bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Summer Cape owns Necro
Dire's
though.
top tower is
Long animation that Reaper side. Plenty of opportunity to get off that active on whoever's being marketed.
Burning is now online. No reason for him not to fight now.
And now the big difference is like Fnatic always have a win opportunity with an Expo, right? It's just it does become more and more difficult. But if you can get that kind of execution with Reaper side, And VICI Gaming still have to play careful when they're pushing into FNATIC.
They do, but right now, everybody in this game, eyes are on the Morphling. VICI's like, okay, spent all this time making space for you. They've done such a good job of taking away pressure. But this isn't just burning farming or anything like that. This is burning.
Under attack.
Had a lot of space created for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They've given him the tier 2 tower, bottom to farm out. Awesome support tier there, but all been trade for them overall. Go for the 4-man smoke. They bring the ET clone along too. I think just going to continue to farm, and this team is going to be back up behind them. Boom in classic.
Wrap around and catch Ohio here. Right, making his way through the jungle. He does get the immediate Savage Roar, but there's still the Winter's Curse laid out by FY. Pull him up and set up his allies to be able to pop Ohio. And FNATIC, they don't even get close to that one. They know it's a lost cause.
I'm going to mess up a little bit there though. Burning uses shotgun
Dire's
on
middle tower is
air
under
when
attack.
it was in the Winter's Curse. Really dealt 0
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under
On top of
attack.
that, Fenrir got a little bit antsy. Hey, that's what
Dire's structures are fortified.
Be able to jump away from that one. The
Radiant's
tier 2
bottom
tower will be
is
taken by
under
VICI.
attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
FNATIC don't have an opportunity to fight with their lone druid down. Trying to split push. They should really wait on Mushi's BKB. It's going to be next one. Put up the next big power item.
I meant, by the way, by like the thing is see them go for the smoke into lane mid or into the mid behind their safe planer, and they just try to play around it because they know the enemy team knows that you're grouped up behind it, but want to just try to one near. And Morphling is the perfect hero for that. Go right now. You got a 4-staff like you said on the invoker. Iceiceices. If that's what they wanted to do.
I mean, between, like, the Glimmer Cape's such a good counter to Necrophos, but at the same time, there's a lot of AoE magic damage that... consideration.
Kind of agree. Glimmer yourself in and then middle of a bunch of heroes.
He doesn't need that, though. He's got the Ether Lens. He can throw out that Astral Spirit so far.
Happy about it. The Necro PK. Someone's just respawn. You can look at the lone green farm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bear's got Radiance. 800 gold. Really good farm, actually. About what Ohio's doing. Net worth. Even ahead of the Invoker. Midas.
Still is a bit perhaps more Necrophos. I guess he's got DK. Maybe they can actually take a fight.
And to take a fight. Going for straight up pushes a little bit too different. Their bottom is gonna go. Mushi, or not Mushi, Burning's already got 3,500 gold again.
Double damage.
Where do you go from here? Do you go like the Manta build, or
Doughty's a
do
pretty
you
nice
like yeah, statting up with Doughty?
setting up. Pretty good.
Well, FNATIC, they need to be able to go for that Roshan pit. Maybe we'll take it if FNATIC don't pose a fight around that area. Sun's already down to 3,500 HP. Mid-one is going to be able to get the reveal, though. To get the sound stop, Burning's quite low, actually, and is going to have to morph his strength here. That means that the shotgun, its effectiveness is going to be really limited. He's going to be stunned up as well, but a good interception there from iceiceice. A beautiful clap by him. He's able to follow that up with a good ultimate onto Mushi and Ohio. That damage is completely reversed by Risky. They actually dropped the wards inside of the Roshan pit here, and they're going to try and quickly take this Aegis before VICI Gaming have the opportunity to be able to respond. Mid-one's just harassing them back. Roshan is going to be going down in a second here. Looks like they're going to try and pick up Mushi in return. They almost finish him off with Norkin and will be able to with the silence. Fenrir gets a nice kick out onto DJ, and Elder Titan running in with his slap. He's going to be able to get the stomp onto Ohio as well as his bear. The rest of VICI Gaming, though, not able to respond fast enough, it looks like. There's the kick from Fenrir, stalling up Ohio even further. He's still got the slow to be able to hit him, and Super finally gets here with his sword staff. They have to flash forward. They will be able to kill the bear as well as the Lodro hero. That's going to be it for Fenrir in this fight. Super's got to play this careful. He's down in half HP as well. But Ohio, he does not have another resummon, so much of the net worth of FNATIC is completely irrelevant. And they will try and back away from this engagement for now.
Finally makes his grand arrival, but replicate that he originally had in the fight immediately got bursted down. So he was waiting in the base the entire time. Pretty much nothing. He could have started making his way over, but replicate goes down. He's gonna go for the BKB and might just prompt VICI to get it to the high ground. They know that the Morphling is so hard to fight into, and it's 10-second BKB. FNATIC have already attempted the Master wards at the puck. Does have the Dream Coil available, but he also messed up, I think. Used the Reaper Scythe on the Lincoln's Morphling. I think he was hoping that somebody on his team had popped it already. Yeah. I don't know if you blame Mushi there, because it might have just been miscommunication. Probably told DJ. Something on him.
Yeah. Cast Penitence, cast SFA.
Yeah,
Either one of those abilities are in. What is he? He still has that value cloak, he's just holding on.
Maybe that value cloak in his inventory for so long.
Yeah.
Figured if he was gonna buy something.
Is under attack.
Out already.
The 5-man smoke from FNATIC, they actually are in a decent position to be able to get this fight, but the smoke has already popped, and now iceiceice is throwing out his image. The tornado is going to go down. The stomp followed up, but BKB activated by Mushi, but still burning the damage is ripping through Mushi so quickly. Fortunately, the Earth Slipper did not catch Mushi, but Super's going to count on the left-hand side. He's already taken out the Shadow Shaman. The Lone Drip Bear goes down. Burning is able to get the rundown as BKB runs out eventually, and the next post he shotguns him away, and now we'll be able to get Christie as well. Tries to hide himself. That's tier 2.
Ohio is like
Doesn't do anything.
hiding in the corner over here. Please do not spot me.
Will be able to get away from FNATIC, keep 2 of the cores alive, but a nasty fight, as that was their 5-man smoke. That was supposed to be one of their fights to really take, but their initiation did not get hold. Super with an excellent tornado to lead things off.
Burning was way too big. When it came 1-to-1, he zoned out the Necro entirely out of that fight, and that's the worst possible thing that can happen. So they need this hero to be in the middle of everybody spamming out his nuke, creating a general amount of chaos for Lord.
Yeah, that's what the BKB really allows you to do, right? Is Burning is able to play forward with the BKB active against that Necropose and just play a physical damage game.
No, it's a really good idea. I think Mushi 100% had Blink Up, but he was also getting sent back by the Chen, and I don't think he thought he was going to get shotgun by Burning. He might have thought he was going to pull that. So I was wondering, okay, you can blink out now, Mushi, be okay, but it felt like we've just been maxing things a little bit too much.
Mid one is trying to catch somebody here. His Blink Dagger's up, Dream Coil as well. They'll be able to get FY, it looks like. Turn around, Winter's Curse. Not sure if they're going to save FY at all, though. Throw that with Tornado. And they will be able to pop from Reaper side. It's going to be utilized. 80 seconds death timer on the Winter Wyvern. Still, VICI Gaming, they lost their least important hero. And they've got a plethora of items coming in. They've completed the pipe that we were talking about for so long on Elder Titan is finally here. So they've got that as well as the Glimmer Cape on Winter Wyvern. So tons of counters. The Necrophobe. They have a full up ag now for Super's Invoker.
A Blink Dagger on the Morphling. They can keep up with the Necro.
Oh, and the Veil. Oh. What kind of reduction is that? Because Natural Order, base resistance reduction, 33%. And then you throw the Veil in there, an amp of 25%. It's actually insane magic damage that could come from that shotgun.
Really unpleasant for FNATIC to fight into right now. That Roche fight looked like it was going to go somewhat okay because they were able to sneak it. Since then, it's pretty much been all VICI. 3 racks in 32 minutes without the help of an Aegis, which is pretty rare in this day and age.
Pretty late Aghanims coming in for the Chen around 35 minutes, and probably not going to change the tempo of this game. You're the one in control, you're the one pushing into the enemy. The Ag can be quite significant on Chen. Here, I feel like it's going to be
a good month for really good harvest, you know. One is there.
And that's is going to be blown up completely, BKB inactivated, and that's able to get off the circle one, still going to be sound up afterwards, so no follow disabled. Mushi's going to be the next target, the right click's up burning. He's got to play careful though, his BKB is running out, and Mushi has that Reaper sight ready to go. Nice stun strike, but a blink away by Mushi at the right time. A kick, going to catch Mushi there on the side. iceiceice trying to come in with his Astral Spirit. If he can run down somebody with a stomp.
They're so afraid of the Morphling that they just keep limit-caping anybody who's slow. They've been doing a good job though, preventing him from getting on top of people. I conceivably should have just been really won by VICI because Bernie can take down one hero by himself, but that's just an on top of things, man. This guy never dies. The squishiest guy in the world. He's got 4 armor and 900. He never dies. 3 deaths in the game against a Morphling and Invoker.
Dire's middle
Wait,
tower
careful.
is under
Takes
attack.
away on the rest. It's still Bernie's able to play the frontline hero. A little bit more of the strength and the alacrity, making up for some of the damage lost.
For the bless, this is brutal. It's so hard for them to hold high ground and stuff. These heroes aren't meant to hold high ground.
Jump in from mid-lawn, but immediately the Winter Surge is laid out onto him. Gonna try and combo it up with the stop and try and pop it afterwards with York. If he does manage to get off the Yule Scepter though, there's gonna be an element of counterplay. He's completely out of mana. Burning's down to half HP. They do have Lucy on the front line ready to go with the Reaper Signs, but Burning is just way too much HP. It's just goes full strength. And now FNATIC, they're gonna be forcing the buyback to try and keep this fight somehow in hand, but it's just too late. VICI Gaming managed to keep every single hero healthy and take out 3 on the side of FNATIC, 4 actually with the buyback. Lane of Rax goes down and FNATIC, that is Catalyst puzzle.
Game, after the early game went as it did, you never just want to say the captain over, but VICI did such a good job of countering FNATIC's movements. I know the score and the way that the game was super frantic FNATIC, but from my perspective, it's an interesting game for VICI to play. They understood the mistakes that they made in the first game. They said, oh, we really messed up.